So I'm feeling a lot better, apart from physically, and the fact that I'm stuck in traffic and need to get himself to work very soon. I had a meeting this afternoon, as I said earlier, about various things from the assessment procedure for January to the curators coming in from the New Art Gallery of Warsaw and various opportunities that are open to us. And I managed to hijack the course leader into an impromptu tutorial. Just explain to him what happened last week and the fact that I've given it a week and I still feel
yards, cross the roundabout,
really lousy about everything, about
Stafford Road.
I just feel I've hit the slump, and I didn't even bother taking my sketchbook in today for that reason. He was really empathetic. He did say that my tutor is argumentative, but he's not argumentative in such a way that he doesn't do it for a reason. He's just asking me to justify things, but he wasn't in that sense justifying the way that I was spoken to, especially when I did say I would never have spoken to one of my students or made one of my students feel the way I was made to feel last week when I was a teacher. To be honest, I'd never speak to any human being and make them feel that way. It's just unfair. And to justify that by saying, well, in the real world you'll encounter this, life isn't fair. I mean, the thing is, I've been in the real world for a number of years before coming to this, and I'm not
After 200 yards, cross the roundabout.
I'm not under any illusions that I'm going to go out and carve a niche in the world for myself as the next big artist. That's not what I'm doing this for.
Cross the roundabout.
But then this isn't the point I need to make. This is me getting waylaid. He's promised me that I'm on track repeatedly, and said that he doesn't generally just promise people that, and there are lots of people that he can't promise that to. He seems happy with me. I just explained to him that had we sat down for my assessment today with my tutor, who he says won't be making the assessment because he won't be available, he would be shocked at how much exists in my work beyond that video, that the video exists for me to move on from, that it's a maquette in effect. If it was a sculpture, it was a maquette. It's not something that's ever intended to be a final piece, that I have physically and mentally moved on from the place that I was when I made it. And he completely accepted that. I explained to him that I'm looking back through my sketchbooks and going, why am I doing this? But it makes sense to me. And he said, it does make sense. He's more than happy that it makes sense. So the plan for me now is, I'll go in next week, I'll see what's been retrieved out of the kiln. In the interim, I'll email the guy from Applied Arts and ask him to push for the mould making induction, which will probably have to take place in the new year, I expect. But if I can get it done as soon as I can start actually producing form, which is all I want to do. Tangible form, combined with light and moving image. It's really not that far out, but it seems that it's groundbreaking or impossible, logistically impossible, and it's just not. It's not impossible, but without access to it,